I'm Tyler Qualls. I'm the president of Dungeons Broncos. Overall, this club just wants to welcome you all to our community. All of you should have already gotten an invite to our Discord. In the email I sent out, feel free to join that. Today is primarily to answer your guys' questions, as well as to do any updates and welcome you guys to the semester. Not much has changed for players. It'll be pretty much the same experience that you've had before. And yeah, does anyone have any questions for me before I go any farther? Like about...
What does it take to become an official Dungeon Master?
So to become an official Dungeon Master, you'll have to run 3 one-shots that have one of the officers or an official DM already. And then basically we'll be like, you're fine. And then...
It's a real official system.
Yeah. And if 2 of the 3 are like good enough to meet our standards, then you'll be an official DM. If you don't currently know how to DM but want to learn how to DM, we also have a class that will be running sometime during the semester if there's interest, as well as we have guidelines to like how to become a better DM. Any other questions?
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Pretty good.
But yeah, so if you're interested in joining games, there will be an email that will be sent out later today with all open slots, and then you can respond. If you don't get a game by the end of today, please send me an email about what times work for you, so I can try and figure out how I can get DMs to work for everyone. Hello.
Is this the D&D thing?
Yes.
Awesome.
Welcome. Just send me an email with times you're available. Actually, don't do that. I'll send out a link. That will help me get an idea of where everyone's schedules are and figure out where we can make things work. Yeah, if there aren't any other questions, pretty much welcome to the club. I hope you enjoy your time here. If you have any problems, please go to myself or Tomio or Cole or John or Caitlin or any of the officers.
Realistically, I'm the one who resolves most problems in the Discord.
In the Discord, yes. Matt is the current owner of the Discord and is on it almost 100% of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's not just a useless pile of memes in there.
So never?
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Yeah, the start. But yeah. Yeah.
So for newcomers who probably aren't on your email list, do you have like some kind of registration?
Yeah, so everyone that's here, we will have fill out an attendance sheet. And if you've already given me your email, then you don't have to write down your email. But anyway, write down your name so we know who's in here. And if you are not on our email list, just write down your email and I'll send out that email later today.
What rooms do we have access to?
So as the D&D club, we can try to reserve any of the rooms in the library, as well as we have access to some of the rooms in the business building, as well as if we really need them, we can get rooms in the ILC. We haven't had to go that far yet. But this room specifically we can reserve, and we have reserved all Saturdays and I believe all Sundays as well. And we have access to and have reserved the entirety of the CID floor before for our larger events. Otherwise, if you don't have an individual room, you can always play in the CID area because there is no noise constraint and there are no restrictions on it.
What about like this room, for example, and then there's the library thing, there's a key and the process, but on the other side there's another room. What about these rooms?
Yeah, we can reserve those. So,
But they require a reservation.
Not necessarily, but if you don't have it reserved, someone else could reserve it and walk in and kick you out.
Technically, you
A lot
can
of the
make
time,
it.
yeah, you can reserve it on the library website. Yeah, and a lot of the
Possession
times rooms
of the
like this
law.
will have like the schedule of classes, and as long as you're not interfering with class, you can just kind of hop in and take it.
A lot of games just happen out there. Like on Monday, if you were to show up around 5, there's a huge group of us just going out there.
yeah.
No.
That's a 10-person game, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of
Whoa, that's a lot of people.
it's objectively too much.
We make a lot of
You should make it 22.
I'm gonna try that. It didn't work.
Consensual, bro.
Actually, there is a way. And it brings to mind a question I was thinking about asking when you said 3 one-shots, because I was like, well, one-shots may be canonically connected, and there is a system for that.
So they can be canonically connected, and like, if you want to make it all one cohesive story, you can do that. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's up to you.
Just to throw into that thing about the DM trials is, hi, John. With those 3 one-shots, we do kind of ask that you run them at 3 different level areas. So kind of a low-level one-shot, a mid-level, and a high-level, just so we can get an idea of your DMing ability with different types of campaigns, either starting people out, running an epic-style campaign. We just kind of want to get a feel of how you do with that kind of stuff. So,
Can you swap editions too, between those?
yeah. Yeah, there have been people who have done their trials on Starfinder in 3.5, Pathfinder, so, yeah. And more information on that kind of stuff, just go ahead and you can @Tonio on the Discord, or just email dungeonsandbroncos@gmail.com, and we'll make sure it gets to Tonio. So, yeah.
So with the DM trials, you don't have to take the DM classes.
You do not have to.
The classes are recommended if you're new to D&D, but they're not required.
Well, they can't hurt it, right?
Absolutely not.
Right.
Any other questions?
Do you have anything else? Okay.
There's tons of resources for people to use, right?
Yes, so we have a Google Drive that has all of the 5th edition books, some of the 3.5 books. We have a lot of Starfinder books. We have a lot of Shadowrun 4th edition books. I don't think I've gotten around to putting the Shadowrun 5th edition books in there yet, but I think there's a couple. Lots of books. We'll get everyone added to that as well. That's a more tedious process, so it'll happen.
And then in addition to that, if you do become a club official DM, you have access to our supply lockers, which are full of, I believe we have 18 player handbooks, something like 7 Dungeon Master guides, 8 monster manuals, every additional book, except Mordenkainen's, we're still in the process of ordering that one. But we have pretty much every printed 5th edition book. We have the base player handbook, monster manual, and DM guide for 4th edition. And we also have a large chunk of books, obviously not everything that's been released, but a good chunk of books for 3.5. In addition to, we have every printed cardboard Pathfinder miniature, the standard Pathfinder books, and all sorts. I think we have like 12 of the 42-inch by 36-inch vinyl playmats with wet erase markers, baby wipes. So you get a lot of DMing supplies that come along with the perk of being a club official DM.
Yeah. So we are currently working on a system so that even if you don't want to take the test, come on.
I think I might be lost. What's going on in here?
This is the Dungeons and Broncos.
Oh, okay. You got the box, you're in the right.
So currently we're working on a system so that even if you don't want to be a club official DM, we will still host your game so that you can find players more easily for DMs that are just looking for players. But at the moment, we're still working the kinks out of that. But yeah, if you become a club official DM, you get all of the lockers as well as our online and offline resources. Adriel.
If I'm a poor fool who has never played D&D, can't read or do basic math, can I still join a game?
Yes.
Would you first?
Just
ask for help.
Let your DM know of any assistance you may need. Everyone here is willing to help, especially if you've never played any type of role-playing game before. we've started, actually, can I get everyone who joined the club, who's already a member who has never played before, before they joined? Awesome. So, like, we are more than happy to teach people how to play. We just love building our community and having a good time.
Can we invite complete strangers to the Discord? The answer to that you're supposed to give is please don't.
Don't you run it?
Yes.
Don't you decide these rules?
As the admin of the server, I would like to request that people please not invite people who are just their friends to join the Discord, only people who are part of the club.
Can non-students play games if you really want them to?
Yes, non-students can play games. We are not only restricted to the college.
And if they want a DM, that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a question?
No, just thumbs up, nothing on.
There are no other questions. Thank you all for coming. If there is anything you want to address me about personally, you can just ask after the time or email me. But yeah, thank you all for coming.
Free cookies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Take
So
some, please.
Please eat the cookie. Take one of each
And
and tell us which one is the best.
It's the one that where? Obviously.
No, obviously,
We
So
are.
far,
There are two oatmeal ones, John.
what? You brought oatmeal cookies?
I brought no bake. They have oatmeal in them.
Those are no big, they're different.
Oh, but yeah, so please take one of each and tell us which one is the best. We're having a cookie contest right now, and you need to know. But yeah, with that.